All right, everybody. I just sharpened my Oregon chain. This is an Oregon EXL chain. It's brand new. It's almost brand new. It hadn't hardly had any time on it. What I'm doing, I was sharpening it, and when I got done, I was going to adjust the wreckers, and I noticed, not only on this Oregon chain, but on all the Oregon chains, right here on the heel of the cutter right here, I noticed that the distance between that rivet and the bottom of that link is much shorter than it is in the front up here. See it right here? I'm just trying to figure out what would be the purpose of that. This chain's it's not worn. The chain's not worn any. This chain's like new. What would be the purpose of that? For that link to be so much shorter right there on the bottom of that than this one. And what happens whenever you sharpen it, and you know, if you got to have the chain in the perfect spot to sharpen it, what happens is you have to push this down. See how it goes down? See there? Then when you adjust the wreckers, it affects the wreckers too, right here. Whenever you go to adjust the wreckers, it just messes up the whole sharpening process. I mean, you pull the chain around and watch it. It comes right back to. Here's another tooth. See the distance. See how short it is to the heel of that rivet, and how much space there is here. If anybody knows the answer to that, I sure would appreciate letting me know, because it seems to be a problem when you try to get a very accurate sharpening and a wrecker adjustment done on your chain. It's nearly impossible if you don't. You know, every time you do a tooth, you have to stop. Every tooth you do, you have to stop and you have to push it down like that. Every tooth. And then if you don't, it affects the wrecker height and it affects the top plate angle whenever you go to sharpen. It's crazy. Please, if somebody knows the answer to it, get in my comments and let me know if you noticed that too on your chains, on your Oregon chains. I got another brand chain. I'm not going to mention it, but it's not like that. It ain't like this. See that? See how short it is right there? Look at that. Look here. Man, that's a big difference. I mean, what does that do during the cut? Whenever you're trying to cut, is that some kind of rocking motion? I know whenever you try to sharpen your chain or adjust your wreckers, look at this. Look at that. I mean, that just throws the whole game off. If you don't push that down every time and make sure it stays down, then everything's out of whack. I'll do another tooth. I'll show you another one. Okay, here's another one on the back side. Look at the distance on that. Look at that. The distance between that rivet and the bottom of that heel. Look up here. See it? It's not worn now. The chain's brand new. Watch this when I push down on watch. Look, watch. Look at that. Please leave a comment. Let me know. I'd like to know what's going on with that. What the purpose of that is, if any. What's the advantage of that mounting them rivets in them offset like that in them cutters?